Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on June 17th or 18th, 2025, depending on where you're at in the world. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless, okay? Keep in mind, roles could be reversed as well, okay, if you're cross-watching. Anyways, it's a general reading as well. Before I start your reading, I want to remind you or tell you, in case nobody ever tells you this, that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. And thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So, I was guided to use these decks today. Not sure what's going to come out, but I'm pretty, maybe it's along the lines of love, because I channeled a song by Lionel Richie and I never heard it before, and I knew that I was hearing Lionel Richie sing it. Well, it's called I Love You. I love you, and basically it's in there, it's like, I love you and you're all I need, my search is over. It's a beautiful song. I never heard it before today, and before I heard it in my head, so that's kind of crazy. So anyway, you know, I feel like this is a deep love between two people that are going to come together. Okay. Now, this is a lot for this deck because this is a very spiritual deck. All right. The Voyager's Journey, you could be seeing 2, and this talks about past life healing. So you might be doing some past life healing, okay, with another individual. That might even be finishing up, or someone around you, okay. But we have Take Me Home, Pathway to True Love. So, and that's 1111. So we right now we have 2, we have 1111, and Pathway to True Love. This is what's happening for you. So something there about a past life. Divine creativity, receiving cosmic intelligence. Okay. This is just simply basically what it's saying. Get in tune with your divine creativity, right? I can sit here and I can tell you, go meditate, sit in silence. Those are great places to start. Breathe, practice breath work. Those are great places to start. But honestly, to be most authentic to yourself would be to connect to your creativity in whatever way that is. Some people, it's building stuff with their hands or working with their hands, okay? Not everybody can meditate. Whatever you can do to connect with your divine creativity is going to bring a flow of information your way. So that's going to be important, to do things that bring you absolute joy, okay? They don't feel like an obligation. They bring you absolute joy. Try to implement that if you can, because you're going to get something. Like, you might get guided to change a career path, get up and move, you know, whatever has to happen, you know. You're going to get it through your creativity. Now, we have also 8-8, Path of Least Resistance. This came out in the pre-shuffle, so I'm going to take this as very important. Choose ease and grace. Choose ease and grace. That's what that's saying. Again, 1111, mission accomplished. This also came out in the pre-shuffle. Welcome home. Some of you are going to have a reunion, basically, with a past life soul, okay? Integration right here. Multi-dimensional healing. So this is a pretty big mission for you to come together with this person, because it's definitely important spiritually. And here it says spiritual awakening. Somebody could be receiving that, going through that, or coming out of the dark night of the soul, and this is like being awakened. And it says shift or be shifted, and this is so true, because in tarot, if someone doesn't shift or go with the tides, go with the flow, a tower will happen, and a tower will redirect and get people back where they need to be. And sometimes it's uncomfortable. Burden. Okay. The ant is moving. Maybe that's literal here, but we have the burden. That's like a 10 of wands, but also for me, 10 of wands can be moving. Growth talks about expansion. And then we're getting into more masculine energy that wants to come out beyond that. So it didn't fall out. I'm not going to take it out. I want to ask though, I haven't used these. Oh. Somebody looking at you. Usually, or you got your eye on something, okay? And that fish is abundance. Now that's just in the split. So let's see if something wants to come out. There's a lot coming out for this deck. There's a lot. All right, on the bottom, there's a person thinking with concern. Also, card number 33, but that's on the bottom. Let's see what comes out here. There's a choice, an option, and a path. Okay, it's suggesting to go with the heart-centered, okay, emotion, like a good balance, okay? This can also talk about balance and path, but a good balance between head and heart, okay? Not to completely make a decision from your head, or you just, this person is sitting and thinking which path. And this one is looking at the emotions and taking a chance. Now, if you're not thinking about taking a chance toward anyone, maybe someone is thinking about taking a chance toward you. Couple of them are face down. There's something about to get anchored, okay, if everyone is on board, okay? That everyone, you are involved in the everyone part, you and this person or whatever. So it's not anchored, it's not set in stone, because right now it's in the thought process. This is all about the risk factor right here. So someone is in that energy of, should I take a risk, a chance on this path? So if you're thinking about that, all right, you could be guided that way because of all of this spiritual awakening and, ascension basically is all of that, you might be guided to do that. Pick up and go in a new direction completely. Taking a gamble. And there is some uncertainty with that. There is. What's not seen, oh boy. Wow. It's a gamble and a risk that pay off, I feel. There is somebody who, there's a possible commitment. All right. Now it's like a game changer. I have a younger female and an older female, and then the song I channeled was, I love you, you're all I need. But the ring is on the older female here. But this person's not with that older person. Might be with this person. Doesn't matter that female or male. It's just the picture on the card. It could be either here. But there's an age difference. There's something not set in stone. And maybe it has something to do with that. But someone wants to take a risk anyway. Somebody wants to take a chance anyways. Okay. Now we're going to need to see what comes out. Taking a chance. Head over heart or a balance of both. Which direction, which path. Okay. give me a few cards, and then we'll do a tarot spread. I want to take this time to thank my moderators and everybody who comes and returns in chat. And if you do like my videos, I post twice a day. All right. The burden again. Okay, so literal burden. There is a burden now. Now it's not moving, I don't think, but there is travel here, all right, which is 8 of Wands. But I feel like the burden is communication, because the 8 of Wands in this deck is traveling, but it, like I said, it can be communication because there's 2 people here. And this could be someone who you're already communicating with in the 5D, but now there's going to be 3D communication. Maybe someone is burdened by what to say, or maybe somebody literally has a lot of responsibilities as well. We're going to get into this, your basic here tarot spread. I'm going to pull 9 cards. No, I'm going to do 10 cards, Celtic spread. 10 cards here. Alright, show me what I need to see for this, please. 2 more shuffles. Alright, Aquarius, the truth. It's sideways. For me as a reader, sideways is a process. Like it's not in the reverse, not upright. It's about the truth and Aquarius. So Aquarius may need to say something to someone and there's a burden, or someone may need to say something to Aquarius and there's a burden. Maybe the burden is, what do I say? Yeah. You know, somebody wants this, but what do I say? Well, if it's that Lionel Richie song, it's going to be, I love you. That's what it's going to be. It's a nice song. I'm really screwing it up. I'm so sorry, Lionel Richie. I'm so sorry, but you're never going to see this video. Then watch me watch it on TikTok. No, I'm just joking. All right. We have a lot coming out here, and we have the Hierophant and someone's self-position, and that's a commitment. Unless there's someone who's literal Taurus. And I have the Hermit, and then this can be something about time, process, or someone could have literal Virgo in their chart. All right. There might be there's some confusion about how to start a conversation, I feel, or how to start with you. But to start with you is going to take a conversation. So it's like, okay, how do I start? How do I start this conversation? But I wish I know you know. You guys watching, I know you know. But I wish this person who wants this conversation already knew, like, you're already connected. You're already connected in the 5D, which you might consider your dream state. You know, you might remember dreams about this person, but they were visits. You know, your soul can go wherever it wants to go when your body is sleeping. So, but in the 3D, it's a big fat secret. It's a big fat secret that somebody is in their emotions. 7 of Cups. It's I'm gonna have to see. The 7 of Cups, the 7 of Wands are further down. There's some 7s wanting to come out. You could also be seeing 7s. All right. Show me about that. Ace of Swords. What truth is this, or what is in the process of happening here? Temperance energy incoming. Okay. but it's spiritually incoming, and it's the right time. So it's a divine timing card as well, and it represents Sagittarius Jupiter. Someone could have Sagittarius Jupiter in their chart and want to say something, but the energy of this is incoming, Aquarius. Okay, be prepared. The person that you're talking to in the 5D is going to come into your 3D reality. I can't believe I said it that good. I usually screw up words, but yes. And I'm not going to try to say it again. If you want to hear it again, rewind it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to screw it up if I say it again. But anyway, let's clarify your card now. King of Swords. And keeping in mind that they were sideways. So for me, it's about a process, okay? And the process is going from 5D to 3D to talk to you. How do I do it? How do I start it up? Page of Pentacles. Yeah. How do I start it up? This person is writing, okay? So there could be someone who, like literal note, you know, because pentacles are things you can touch. So there could be someone who literally sends like a small gift, a note. All right, so keep that in mind. This can be a literal article, all right, that someone you could possess, like writing you something, and it's kind of long. It could be a long letter, it could be a poem, it could be anything. I mean, but there is sort of like a laptop here. I just feel whatever is communicated or sent or coming in, however it's starting off small, whether it's something like a small gift or token letter or whatever, it's going to be worth keeping, even because even like if it's an email, and printing it out, right? And just printing it out. If you ever print, you know, you print it out. But look, somebody looks sort of like, what do I say? Like someone looks a little numb. You know, someone looks like they've been crying. You know, someone's eyes can look like, you know, they've been crying, and they know what they feel, but they don't know where to, you know, how to say it. That's the energy I'm getting off that. So how do I say that? How do I start this up? I know how I feel, but me putting it into this, however I'm presenting it to Aquarius, is a whole nother story. I think someone has looked and watched long enough, and yeah, it's time. It's time for action. I see the Justice card. This actually came out in the pre-shuffle too, and Justice is action. All right, it's an action card. And it's also associated with karma, because we create karma with our actions, right? Good or bad. So tell me about the Hermit card of Virgo. Six of Wands reverse. The Emperor is in the split, and then the upright. Also, that's a card for Aries. This is a card for Virgo, the Hermit. The Seven of Pentacles reverse wants to come out, and somebody doesn't want to waste time. Somebody has been watching long enough, and it's time for someone to say how they feel. So you don't know this person loves you. There's something going on in the, not in the heart of the matter, but the root of the matter. And the root of the matter is where things grow from, right? And there's something associated with maybe recognizing some path didn't work. And it's like saying, well, you know what? I'm going to take charge. This path didn't work, and I'm going to try another path. Remember, that came out right here. This path didn't work, and I'm gonna try a different path. And it could be between, you know, like third party, didn't work out with that, and I learned a lesson. But I see the ring on the older person who courtship is in reverse, and there's a younger person here thinking about a path. So that's where I say there could also be age difference, right? But this is someone thinking about making a move. You or them, not knowing how to really start this whole thing up. Wow. Tell me about the recent past. 4 Wands reverse. That is home, stability, security, accomplishment, but it's in the recent past and it's in the reverse. And there's something here about the 6 of Wands. If somebody was with a third party, maybe it ended here. It didn't work out because this is the 6 of Wands reverse, and the, you know, this person might come out and say, I'm sorry, you know, whatever, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It didn't work out. Maybe you said something and they might have to say you were right. I don't know. Because it's almost like the burden. Why is it a burden? Is it a burden to admit you were right? But I don't see any ego cards. So if that's the case, I don't see you in your ego. And I don't see this person in their ego. I see this person sort of kind of numb, healing from that. Not really grounded and rooted in maybe a direction. But the direction is looking toward an older person, and the direction is looking toward whoever is being spoken to in this 5D to bring it here in the 3D, to touch, you know, have a hug, touch the person, talk to the person. We have Virgo, Gemini with the Magician, Mercury energy, 6 of Swords. Somebody has wanted, okay, so the recent past energy, somebody really wants to move beyond the energy that they're at or that they're in. And what they're manifesting is to move beyond and to, I feel, communicate with you. This would be obviously a person holding back how they feel about you. This is what's all over this. This person is thinking, and here they've been thinking about letting you know how they feel very strongly, because they're going through some sort of changes, like it's affecting them. It's affecting their emotional, their pain body, their, you know, and it's affecting their mind, their focus. Like they probably can't focus because, look, this is a Page of Pentacles. You see the star? Purely focused on communicating with you. Just how? Okay, so tell me about the Chariot. It is in the reverse. All right, it's a card of Cancer. We're in Cancer season. Like I said, there's a process, so it hasn't happened yet. So Chariot would be in reverse. That would make sense to me as a reader. But someone's intention or plan, okay, is to, you know, I feel, say, like that song that I channeled, I Love You. Like, it's a beautiful song. If you want to check it out, it's really beautiful. I never heard it before today. I'll put it in the description box if you want to hear it. But it's like, that's how this person feels. Maybe that's the burden, is admitting that they have all of this love and feelings, and that is hard. Maybe this person isn't used to stuff like that. Tell me about the Ten of Wands, the near future. The recent past is wanting to get beyond not being able to make a move or speak or communicate to action. Okay, so I feel like here in the near future, this person has moved beyond and is ready to take action to the 3D. All right, so this is progress. In the reading, this is progress, okay? This person is ready to take action. They're tired of holding back for whatever reason, okay? And boom, we have the Hierophant in the Self position, and we have the 5 of Cups and the Fool. in the world. Somebody realizes the one I want to start my new beginning with is Aquarius. And we have 2 Aquarius cards right there. Tell me about the Hierophant. If you know this person and they haven't said they love you, this could be that breakthrough moment where they tell you they love you. Oh my gosh, you guys. The Hierophant is clarified by the Hierophant. Look. You see how these two, the same card but different card, right? Artists have different views here. And it makes me think of, you know, a commitment between 2 people. And I feel one is very spiritual, okay? But I also feel that you guys are very different. Maybe you have something to do here in this world, okay? Maybe you will be teaching the world a different perspective because, you know, maybe you guys have a different background. Maybe you have an age difference. Maybe you have, you know, different race or ethnicity. Okay? But you guys don't seem to have a problem with it in the 5D. And that's where your truest self is at, is in your soul. That your soul. So if your soul don't have a problem with this person, and if their soul don't have a problem with you, then there should be no problem. Anyways, moving on. Tell me about this 4 of Cups. I don't know. It's reversed. They make a move. I don't know why. I just felt like Jerry Springer's final thought right there. Was I channeling Jerry Springer? If anybody knows Jerry, make a comment and below that you want your Jerry beads. I'm not giving them out, but I'm just saying, if you were that back in the day when I was a young woman, I used to watch that. Okay. In the environment, 4 Cups reverse, Queen of Wands upright, 3 of Swords. Okay, 3 of Swords is here, reverse. Knight of Wands. There is a karmic energy. There's somebody who's making a move. All right. There's somebody who's showing up in the environment. I have Sagittarius energy and I have Aries, Leo, Sag energy. It's karmic, but it's almost like, I don't know if that person has gone through a breakup, because remember, there's some sort of, you know, there's a reason they can't come forward. Obviously, they are holding back how they feel, but there's something here about some sort of karmic sort of energy. So what's the Queen of Wands? Unless there's an Aries, Leo, Sag in the mix. Okay. So this is the attachment. Okay. So this is the karmic. This is the person who, somebody might have a karmic. All right. You or them. This person is not showing up as wanting to let go, but there is determination on someone's part to make this work with you. There could just be a karmic who's watching. I channel in another reading, a karmic could watch just to see if they post pictures about being with somebody or anything like that. Tell me about the 7 of Cups. This is in the hope and the fear. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. All right, so somebody is thinking, you know, because I feel like someone's taken a while to explain how they feel. And in the song by Lionel Richie, it says, my search is over. So this could have been a person who was searching for their person, and they didn't know it was you, or they've known you and they're going to finally let you know, however this plays out. But I don't feel like you expect it because we have your energy reverse here, but your energy is upright over here. So it's like, I feel you're not going to know when this person comes towards you. But we're in the tens. This person's in the tens. Whoever is going to reach out is in the tens. Like, you know, that's it. The burden. I must say this. I must do this. You know, like somebody just does it. They just do it. They don't waste any more time, though it looks like it's taken someone some time to tell someone something. And that is Virgo energy. Doesn't have to be a Virgo, though. Tell me about this new beginning. Ace of Wands. That's the new beginning. Landed on the environment. Six of Cups. Okay, so for one, in the environment, you don't know what's going on with this person. You also don't know, or you don't know how they feel. I just feel like you don't. Maybe this person is a friend, you know. All I know is you guys are in the 5D and you're just about to be in the 3D. So I really, you know, I really don't think you know this person. But there's always somebody who comments and says they know who it is. So that's why I have to say maybe you do, because some of you guys will school me and be like, no, I know exactly who it is. But in this card reading, it kind of shows like you're going to go from the 5D to the 3D. All right. And everything is showing up. Look, tens, and then here's Hermit again. Virgo energy. And then Divine Masculine. I think my throat is acting up. Also green. Someone could have a very healing aura. I just was drawn to the green, and I was channeling green and pink the other day, and it's weird. It's weird. But I feel like there's going to be someone who has like these sort of color, like they emanate like these sort of lime colors. Like I picked up like on lime green and like and pink. Not really a very strong pink, but like I can't really find it here. But anyways, and I feel like you and this person together, you make this beautiful color of pink and green. It's really, really beautiful. And it's like, it's not like people can see it, but it emanates, and it's like very special. And it's a very, I think that your energies together are very healing and loving. And that might be something with the Hierophant that you guys are here to do. Like, I feel that your energies are very similar, and I do feel like you guys could do something or spread some sort of love, even if you're not doing something together, just being in public and people seeing how different you are and loving. You see what I mean? Like, you'd be in public and people would be like, wow, they're so different, but wow, look at the love that they have for one another, the respect that they have for one another. And there's somebody thinking about you and telling you how they feel, and they are on your level. They are, but they seem so different. Anyway, if this is your reading, you'll probably feel like it is. I'm going to close out. I want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and thank you to my moderators. All right, let's see what we're going to close out with here. And if you do like the videos, I post a live video every night at 10:30 p.m. Wow, nothing wants to come out. All right. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So remember, your creative energies will come through. Your downloads will come through whatever your creative pursuits are. So it's important to do something creative from yourself that you do, that brings you joy, that comes only from you. That's very important right now. This is all just going to line up for you. All right. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.